Hey guys, it's Arianita, and today we're doing a different type of video. Today we're going to be doing some shopping vocabulary at Home Depot. So come along with me and let's go ahead and walk inside to Home Depot. As you can see, when you first walk in, we have different aisles full of different things. So over there is aisle 1, and to my left is aisle 18. Let's go ahead and start off at aisle 18 and see what they have. Let's start off with aisle 19. So the nice thing about coming to Home Depot is that if you're lost, they have signs on the ceiling to help guide you for things that you need. So with aisle 19, we have ladders. So let's go ahead and pick out some ladders. Ladders can be tall or really short, depending on the size you want. As you can see, we are in aisle 19, and this is the very last aisle that has ladders. As you can see, we have ladders of different sizes and height. This height is 32 feet. It is one of the tallest ladders that they have in Home Depot. We use ladders to climb up something, such as if you want to go on top of your roof. How are you going to get there? You need to climb up and use a ladder. Let's see what else we can find besides ladders in this aisle. So we have a bunch of ladders on this side of me, on my right side, and over here we have some cement and concrete. So we use cement and concrete to build houses. These are how our homes are made in the United States. And these right here are called pallets. So these pallets are used to carry heavy supplies like concrete mixtures, so they are more durable for these mixes. We have some more ladders, but you know, I'm really tall, so sometimes I don't need a ladder. But here is a household ladder that is called a step ladder. It literally has 2 steps, 1, 2, and you can just step 1 up if you're short, but if you're tall like me, you don't really need a ladder. Now moving on from aisle 19, let's go ahead and go down to the next aisle to lumber. Let's go ahead and walk over here. And look at this, we have a sign that is in Spanish. If you're bilingual and in Home Depot, you can look at this sign and see and read it, and hopefully you can understand. On my right, we have more ladders, some more step ladders that you can use in your house. And then we're gonna keep on walking. And right now we have some lumber. So this is just a huge block, rectangular block of wood that you can use to build a house. Now come along with me. We're gonna go towards the windows and have our final destination at the power tools. So this caught my attention. So these are some firm grip gloves that you can use. So we just passed the lumber section. So these gloves would be good when you pick up a piece of lumber or pick up a piece of wood. You want to protect your hands and prevent them from having splinters, and gloves are a great way to protect your hands. Next, let's go ahead and go into this aisle. So what do we have here? We have some staplers you can use for wood. These are way different from the ones in your school. These will be more tactable to the wood panels and will go deeper. So we do not use this in school. This is different. This is for construction use. And let's move on. Let's go see the windows. Here we have some windows. And to open the windows, you'll just push it up. Let me go to the other side. I'm back! Can you see me? So to open this window up, you'll just unlock it and you'll push the window up. And then now I'm gonna go through the window and you can see me. Next, we have this part. So you might be wondering and asking yourself, what are these pieces? So this piece right here is called a garage door. Now, as you can see, in America, we have big houses and we have big garages. So this is what I would use to shop for a garage door. And a garage door essentially is where you can keep your car or anything for storage. So this house has 3 garage doors and this one only has 2. And you can pick different colors from white or to brown. Come along with me to aisle 13, where we have a bunch of tools and hand tools that we use in our homes. So let's see what we have here. We have a bunch of tool sets that you can use for your house. Again, we have some gloves over here. These are our mechanic tools. So as you can see, we have our wrench set that you can use to wrench in things. Mechanic tools we usually use in mechanical items like our cars, our automobiles. And let's go ahead and move on over here to see what else we can find. My friend just found a hammer for me. Thank you, Angie. So we have a hammer that you can pound nails in, not into my hand, but into some piece of wood. Let's go ahead and see what else we can find. Angie, what is that?
That's a mallet.
So that is a mallet. So this is a hammer that you hammer nails into pieces of wood or other things. And this is a mallet. So similar use, similar thing to a hammer, but it's called differently. Hammer, mallet. So let's go ahead and move on somewhere else and see what else we can find. This is called a saw. This saw has a protective covering, a piece of cardboard, because a saw has sharp edges used to cut wood. Home Depot is good to cover this because when you buy it, you don't want to put your hand on it and have a cut. A saw is very sharp, but you cannot see the sharpness of it just yet because we have a cover. I'm gonna hang this saw up here where I got it from and move on to the next item. Hablando de herramientas, Preply es mi mejor herramienta para aprender español, ya que tiene más de 32,000 tutores. Sí, escuchaste bien. Tienen más de 32,000 tutores de todas partes del mundo. Así que puedes escoger el que más te convenga con una amplia variedad de nacionalidades y precios. Tú puedes mejorar tu inglés con ellos, como yo lo estoy haciendo con mi español. Además, Preply se adapta a tu horario, presupuesto y acento. Con miles de opciones, puedes encontrar el link en la descripción para que empieces de una vez. Además, puedes usar mi código Arianita50 para que además tengas un mejor precio. What is this? This is a magnetic box level that will level out anything. So if you're hanging up a picture or you're putting something on the wall or cutting something, this will help level out anything to be straight. This is called a leveler, which will help level out things when you are putting it on a wall, and you can see the leveler with the little bubble. So when the bubble is in the middle, that means it's leveled out. But if it's on one side, then your picture frame or something that's hanging on the wall is not leveled out. Sorry.
They can't film in the store unless you have authorization.
Unfortunately, they kicked me out of this store because I was recording inside the store and I didn't know you could do that. So we're gonna go ahead and go home. But maybe tomorrow or next week, I can do an updated version with a work permit that will permit me to record inside and see more Home Depot supplies. Hey guys, I'm back in another Home Depot because the last one, they kicked me out. I'm very passionate to make and finish this video, so I'm gonna be speaking a little bit quieter when I'm inside. So come along with me to the second Home Depot and hopefully we don't get kicked out. Hey guys, we're here in the light aisle. As you can see, hanging from the top of the ceiling, there are different kinds of lights and different type of colors. So this is tan, this is black, and we also have a blue light. And to my left, we have some fans. So these are called indoor ceiling fans that will spin around in a circle to circulate the air in your living room, in your kitchen, or anywhere you want a fan in your house. Now let's move on to this side where we have chandeliers. So these are called chandeliers because they are fancier versions of lights. Now, as you can see, they have multiple sets of lights, which makes them unique. And moving on, these are different types of lights. These can be for outdoor areas, whereas chandeliers over here are mostly used inside the house. Now, moving on to the next section, we have faucets. These will go into your sink in the kitchen. What you'll do is turn it on and the water will gush out. But the unique thing about this type of faucet is that this will go down. So when you're washing your dishes, you can move the water to wash the plates. Next, we have different types of faucets over here. The good thing about Home Depot and the nice thing about it is we have different kitchen supplies and appliances. This is called a display. So this is an actual kitchen display that you can actually buy just like it is. We have our kitchen cabinets, which you can store glasses inside, or you can store your favorite juices. And I'm gonna close this cabinet. And over here we have a countertop. So you can pick any design of countertops and boards. And it's a nice way to shop and design your kitchen. Now, you may think that I'm in my house, but in fact, I'm actually in Home Depot because you can buy any appliances. I can buy any of this and have it inside my house. So this is called an island. This is a kitchen island, and you can have stools here to sit and eat at the island. And like I told you before, this is a faucet and this is the sink where you wash dishes. This is called a refrigerator. I'm gonna open it up. Wow, it's so big, and I have a bottle of water in here. I'm a bit thirsty, so I'm gonna take one. So moving on from the fake kitchen we have here, we have even more appliances that will go inside our kitchen. So we have our oven right here and our stove top, and we have different sizes and different forms of microwaves. This is a microwave, and they have different types of microwaves and stove tops over here. I'm gonna open up this microwave and see what they have here. This microwave is really cool because it works as an oven and a microwave in one. So you can air fry things in this microwave, which is actually the first one. I've never seen this type of microwave before. But you can microwave items just heating it up, or you can air fry and actually cook something inside this microwave. Next, we have carpets. In America, we have a lot of carpets inside of our homes, and carpets will go on your floor, and it's a really soft material. In Home Depot, we have different carpets and colors. This color is gray, and this color is tan, and you can choose a variety of colors. Over here, different from a carpet, this is a doormat. This will go in front of your door where you can clean your shoes before going inside of the house. Over here, we have rugs. So this is a huge rug that is pink and one of my favorite colors, and I'm gonna roll it out. Well, not roll it out because this has tape. Anyway, this is a rug and it's really soft, and it's different from a carpet because it's just only one big rectangle, whereas a carpet will take over your whole entire floor of your house. When I say you can find anything in Home Depot, I mean it, because right now you can see this is a mailbox number, and you can literally find anything here, including different types of signs. Open house if you're selling your house and you want a person to come inside your house. And you also have this for sale sign, which you can put in front of your house. Over here we have different types of numbers and letters as well, if you want to decorate your mailbox. And you even have a restroom sign. Moving on to the front door. This is a front door, and we have different types of shades and colors of it. So we have this beautiful brown, but this has an oval glass in the middle of the door, which is cool because you can see inside, but right here it's kind of blurry. So you kind of have that security measure with the door. I'm gonna open up the door, and now you can see me on the other side. I'm gonna close it and see what else we have over here. Over here we have this sliding patio door. This will go in the back of your house. A front door like this one will go in the front of your house, whereas a sliding door will be attached to the back of your deck. It's called a sliding door because the door will slide. And there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and close that and move on over here and see what else we have. We have a couple of more windows over here of different sizes and colors. Now moving on to the next aisle, we have a bunch of drills. This is a drill, and a drill will drill in screws to a wall. Next, we have some sanders over here. My friend Angie will buy masks and use it with a sander because you don't want to inhale a lot of wood. So putting a mask on your face is great when sanding. We even have plants here in Home Depot, but this is not an advertisement because I'm a plant lover, but I'm gonna be shopping around looking for some plants. The nice thing about small plants like this size is that you can keep it inside of your house. We even have plants that are hanging. So this is nice if you have tall ceilings in your house because you can hang these indoors or outdoors. I have this one in my house, so I'm not gonna buy it, but it's a cute little tree. We have a big tree and a small tree. I finally decided on the plant I want to take home with me. And this plant is beautiful because it has a little flower in the middle, so it'll be nice. Okay, Angie, so I'm thinking about painting my apartment. I'm not sure what color I should choose, so which one do you think will be good?
I think you should paint it gray. That's my favorite color.
Okay, I was thinking white, but I'm not sure. What kind of gray were you thinking? Because we have so many different shades.
You're right. I was thinking light gray.
Light gray? Okay, let's go to the light gray and see what we can find. So I think Angie picked out the one that I'm gonna choose and paint my apartment with. So maybe in the next video, you guys will see this color in my apartment. Okay, now, in order to paint, we need to find paintbrushes. So let's go over here and find some paintbrushes. They have different types of sizes of paintbrushes depending on the thickness that you want to paint with. So this is a thicker paintbrush compared to this one. So the thinner paintbrushes will be good in areas to touch up the edges of the ceiling or the wall. This is a paintbrush, and in order to use it, you need a paint cup. So this is a paint cup that you'll use to dip your paintbrush to paint the walls. Angie, what do you have over there?
I think this is a paint roller.
This is a paint roller that we use to paint and roll the walls. Okay guys, I'm finished with the Home Depot video, and it's not sponsored. I was just trying to show you guys some new vocabulary. And as you can see, I am recording with the workers and no one is kicking me out. So thank you, Home Depot, the second Home Depot. I love you guys. And thank you to my friend Angie who helped me with this video and appeared in this video. So we're all finished. Bye.